What's good, everybody? I'm blessed to be back with the next episode of Real Talk. This is a series that I want to release every week or week and a half, and I'm planning on having that day be on Friday or Thursday. Just it depends on my work schedule because I do have two jobs, so sometimes I can't record. But this week I've been pretty free, so I've been working on getting you guys some gameplay. As you can see, we have some Marvel Rivals on the screen right now. And honestly, I like this game. It's a pretty fun game, but I can't lie, the matchmaking is terrible. Sometimes the matchmaking has been better in this season because I think after that rank 1.5 split, not rank, that season 1.5 split where the rank didn't even get reset, everyone was just boosted. You got these people that aren't supposed to be in Grandmaster lobbies up there just ruining the games. It doesn't even happen that much anymore. But that's probably because I haven't been solo queuing. But I'm going on a tangent. That's not what I'm here to talk about. If you have any topics that you want to hear me talk about, please leave them in the comments. This is something that, like I said before, I want to release weekly, either on a Friday or a Thursday. It really just depends on my work schedule from that week. But I'm saying the same things over and over again. So right now we're gonna go ahead and get into the first topic, which is driving in America and my experience driving in America, or just anything dealing with automobiles at this point, because I have some wild stories to tell y'all. So let me start off by saying I do drive for work as my main job as a delivery driver. But my first gripe with that is I don't even like driving. I know it's ironic. I chose a job where I have to primarily drive and I don't even like driving. But it's not because the act of driving is just stressful, because I think I'm a pretty good driver, in my opinion. It's just that the people that you share the road with, they're, I don't even know, like they're terrible. Like they suck. Like I don't even think driving is that hard to do. You literally put your foot on the pedals, you turn on your blinkers, like it's pretty self-explanatory. But for some reason, people can't do that. As I get that nice kill on Cloak and Dagger. Sorry to go off, but I just had to point that out. I've been playing a lot of Iron Man, and he's really fun. But back to the main thing. So driving isn't fun because people just don't pay attention, and it just seems like I'm always behind the person who's not paying attention. Like if I'm second at the light, the person in front of me is on their phone 200% of the time. I don't know why your Instagram feed is more important than you operating this vehicle that could kill someone at any moment, but I guess, bro, go off. Do you? So people just sit at the lights. They don't. They literally just don't pay attention. And then when you honk the horn at them, they act like you disrespected them in some way. And it's like, bro, I got places to be. You just sitting up here like wasting time. Like I know it's only a few seconds, but with the way people drive, those few seconds could really matter because I'm trying to get to my next destination. I'm trying to get out the car as quick as possible because people, they're bad at driving. Some people drive slow in the left lane, and I absolutely hate that. I don't mind if you drive slow. You just need to be in the correct lane to do that. Why are you just hogging the left lane? It's literally called the passing lane. That's where people that don't want to drive the exact speed limit go to pass the people who do. Get out of the left lane, bro. Please. You're wasting everyone's time. Also, I do speed a little bit. Like not crazy. I'm not trying to be Fast and Furious or nothing. I'm not doing a Need for Speed promo video or nothing, but I'm trying to get to my next destination, as I said before. And honestly, I think that driving is actually very dangerous. And people just underrate how dangerous it is. Like people just treat it like it's nothing. Like I understand it's something that's been normalized in society. Like driving, you got to get to point A. I mean, you got to get from point A to point B. It's just something that you have to do. Well, not have to do. If you live in a city like New York or Chicago, just a city where things are close together, you don't have to really drive. And not everyone has a car, and I know this. Like some people don't like driving. And I get why. Because we have a lot of people on the roads that are irresponsible, that should not have a license. Some people that literally do not have a license that are driving. It's just ridiculous. And people don't pay attention. They don't use their blinkers. Some people are driving too slow in the passing lane. Some people are driving too fast for any lane. Like, brother, you need to be on a NASCAR racetrack if you're gonna be driving like that. And not to snitch on where I'm from, or I'm not from here. I don't even like it here to be honest. But not to snitch on where I am. But the Kia boys literally originated here, and I didn't find that out until I moved here because I mean, I don't just go searching up the Kia Boys, but yeah, the Kia Boys are literally from here, which is crazy because like since I found that out, it's just been so like things are starting to add up. I'm like, wow, they really do just be doing the dash out here, doing whatever. People are on their phones, they're not paying attention, they're not using their blinkers. I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, I am a person that's all about safety. Obviously, I want to get to my destination as quick as possible, but I'm going to do it safely. I'm going to use my blinkers. I'm going to make sure that there's nobody in my blind spot. I'm going to make sure that I'm just getting to that place efficiently. I don't want to get to that place fast, but then get into an accident. Like, I've had enough bad luck with vehicles. And honestly, let me just tell y'all about what happened to my vehicles. So, the first one that I had, it was a 2008 Chevy Impala, right? And I got this when I was in high school. So this was about 2017, 2018. It was a pretty good car for a first good car. Like, I didn't pay for it. My mom paid for it. I thank her for that. I should probably actually tell her thank you for that again, because that was a big like thing with me actually being able to get to my job consistently. But let me get back to what I was originally talking about. So I was talking about the vehicles that I had, that 2008 Chevy Impala. It was completely my fault that that car like got messed up, because me being a dumb teenager, never owning a vehicle before. I know I'm a guy. I should know this, but I never got the oil changed. And now that I think about it, I'm like, bro, what were you doing? Like, you gotta lock in, bro. You have to get an oil change. You can't just drive the car and drive the car. Like, it doesn't run off of dreams and whatever the fuck my teenager mind was thinking about. Like, get the oil changed. So I believe the radiator just like blew out on me one day. Like, I was driving to my mom's house and I remember vividly, and all I heard was a poof, and it sounded like a rattling noise, and I was like, what the hell? And then I saw that like the part of the car that shows the engine temperature, it overheated and it was just through. But I got that fixed. I don't even know how that got fixed, because the radiator is pretty expensive. I didn't have that kind of money. I was just getting out of high school, or I was still in high school at that point. But I got another car after that, because after that radiator got fixed, I kept up with it. I got the oil change and everything, and it was fine from there. Now, my second car, it was a 2012 RS Camaro, Chevy RS Camaro. I don't know why I said it that way, but I love that car. That was my favorite car, and I loved it to death. It actually had a nickname, which I forgot because it's been so long since I've actually driven it. But I really did love that car. That was my favorite car that I've ever had. It had remote start, heated seats, and everything. It was just my first time being in a luxury car. I mean, it was technically a sports car, but to me, it was a luxury car. Now, why did I get this as my second vehicle? Just because I could. Why not? It was pretty fun. I liked it. But all good things must come to an end. And what happened to this car? While I was traveling, I had this job as a traveling merchandiser, right? I was going state to state to state. Like, for instance, I went from Mississippi to Wisconsin, then from Wisconsin to North Dakota, and then from North Dakota to, I believe it was Washington, like near Seattle. But actually, before Washington, I went to Portland. I can't lie, I'll never go back to Portland. I'm sorry if you're from Portland or you live in Portland. I'm sorry, bro. Get out. Get out while you can. But yeah, I took that car to a Take 5, and it took the car's life. The car never worked again. I was driving it on like a highway, and I just saw smoke everywhere, and then the car caught on fire. I kid you not, the car caught on fire. Like, I I was in shock. Like, that traumatized me, because I'm like, oh my god, my car, my baby, she's on fire. And it was unsalvageable. That car was through. And then the next car that I got, not to move on so quickly, but the next car that I got was a 2018 Camry. I drove it for a little while. I don't know. Some of the fenders started just coming off randomly. Like, I was driving in Texas and one of the rear fenders just came off. It was just really confusing to me, because I thought they were supposed to be dependable, super reliable. Well, let me not even say that. It was very reliable. It never broke down. Nothing ever happened to it. Well, except for what I'm about to tell you now. So I'm driving on an interstate, and the interstate turns into like a regular road. Like it's still a busy road that has like a 40-mile-per-hour speed limit, but it's still a regular road at that. It's raining. The right side that I'm driving on, like it's a 2-lane road, the right side is flooded. So I make sure I check my mirrors. I use my blinker and then I turn, right? Did not matter, right? I start driving and I just see this SUV flying towards me. And in my head, I'm like, no, 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 no. And then all of a sudden, boom, I get rear-ended, right? Concussion, car is through. Car is done. So honestly, it's not even really a surprise that I don't like driving. Like all of these things that have happened very recently, and none of the things that have happened except for, you know, me not getting an oil change, which we won't talk about. We can keep quiet about that. But that was my fault. But everything else, like the Camaro, like I took it to a take five and it just catches on fire. Like what the fuck is this? But I don't understand why that even happened. But it's all right. I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. I'm gonna let things go and I'm gonna move on with my life. I have a new car that I love and I'm fine with it. So with all that being said, if you have any bad experiences with cars, like accidents or whatnot, tell me down in the comments. And as usual, thank you for watching and have a great day.